you don't need money to get girls, though. You don't. You
Read the
don't.
comment.
These guys, yeah, that bang girls on the first date, or they bang girls that they meet on a night out. It had nothing to do with money. Nothing to do
No,
with
that's
money. Somewhat looks, but a lot of charisma and that. You see
that,
these 10 out of 10 girls that you see, or these 8s and 9s that you see on TikTok and that, and they're moaning about being a single mom or they're a single mom. I guarantee the guy that breeding them up, he's a waste man. He don't have his life together. He's probably
yeah.
still living at his mom's house, or he's probably
But
living under another woman's roof and that. You would not want to be this guy.
no, I
I'm
necessarily
telling
would.
you. Do you know what I've worked out as well? It's
Mm-hmm.
almost like, and guys, don't, just because I'm saying this, yeah, I still want you lot to still make yourself a valuable man and that. But I
Yeah,
feel like when
yeah.
you start to become more successful, I swear it's almost like it makes it worse for you. Because when I had no money, I swear I was getting more girls.
But
I
that's,
swear I was getting more girls.
I think, you know what it is. I think what you're saying is actually true because a lot of people report that. A lot of men that come into the beginning of success, they report that happening. But I think it's also a sign of the times as well. Because I actually think when you was like, if you go back 15 years, I was 23, you was like 19. Yeah. And if you
No,
look at the
17, 17, 17.
17,
Yeah,
sorry.
yeah, yeah.
If you
Yeah.
look at the culture back then, obviously I'm from Hackney, you're from North,
Edmund,
um,
yeah.
Emerton, the
Yeah.
culture was different. It was you could wheel up on road. These Gen Z guys, the ones that are like 23, 24, they're not wheeling women up on road. A regular dude or a slightly above regular dude, they're not really wheeling because I'm in London as well half the time, and I don't see them wheeling. So their culture shifted. So what I'm saying is, back in the day, the women were actually more accessible because they weren't comparing you to an algorithm, meaning IG or TikTok or like a woman. When I was 18, and let's say, because I'm from East, say I was in West London or South London or wherever, because obviously you had internet, you had basic internet and shit then. A girl couldn't judge your status. So I would play off, tall guy, pretty good looking, you know what I mean? Oh, you had the confidence to come talk to me, boom, 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 boom. They couldn't judge my status because they couldn't say, oh, well, let me go and see his snap. Let me go and see his thing. Because these girls now, that's what they're doing. They're asking for your snap. They're asking for your IG because they want to see how important you are and how much you can add to that girl's life. If you can show that you've got lifestyle now, these girls are down. So yeah, there is a lot of guys now that can get in, but I do think it's a smaller percent than when I was 18 or 21. Because
Down to use you. They're down to use you, but yeah, carry on.
how you mean? Like,
I think that some girls will just, be attracted to certain man because of their status, because they just want to use it as a come up. I don't think that actually gets them wet and
well,
makes them attracted to a guy because he's got a big status and that. No, because that means that every famous guy will be able to just bang every single girl and that, and it's just not the case, man. I don't think you need money like that to get girls. No.
but then also, I always stipulate because when people say girls, because this conversation, as you know, black people always talk about relationships and dating, like, and it's gonna be like that for the next 5, 10 years, forever. But it's like when people say, okay, girls, yeah, but it's about the quality, and that's something I've always had to stipulate because I admit it. Like the chick in the video, to me, she was a 6. If a man says she's a 5, that's cool. But it's about the quality because at the end of the day, that was just for sport. But like, really and truly, at a certain age, when man gets up into their 30s, obviously their money is more important. Like your money, your ability to make sure that you're good. You're not in a situation where you're financially going to be struggling. That's the most important, always. But at the same time, it's like efficiency because a lot of man like variety in it. Certain men are more like relationship guys. Certain men are just like they fast. It's fast and loose. And if they want efficiency and if they want to, back in the day, bro, I used to have rotations, bro, off mouthpiece, off game. Man, don't have rotations off mouthpiece now in 2024.
Yeah, well, how long ago are you talking?
What, when I had rotations off
Yeah,
mouthpiece,
yeah,
off
yeah,
game.
yeah.
So I had a crazy roster like when I was like 20, 25 mouthpiece.
Was
I
you
didn't have no
broke back
money
then?
then.
Was you broke back then?
I didn't have no money.
Yeah.
Because I'm honest. Like I got money at 28.
No. Don't worry. I'm not trying to catch you out. I'm trying to prove a
Okay.
point. You don't need money. You don't need money.
No, but
I'm
that was.
telling you.
I'm 38 now. That was 14 years ago, bro.
No,
13 years
I
ago.
don't think it's got anything to do with the age or the time. I don't think it's got anything to do with you being 38 now and the time that we're in
I
2024.
reckon, bro. If I was 24. I remember the girls. I remember what they looked like. I remember their names, all of that. I'm 38 now. If I was 24 now, the same guy, the same light bringer, yeah, I don't think the rotation will be as strong as what I had 14 years ago. And that was all mouthpiece. I didn't have no paper. I never traveled, nothing. I don't believe I would have, because the culture is different. Back then, you could wheel up girls on site. Now, if you wheel up the wrong chick, she is recording you.